What's up, guys? It's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're gonna be doing the match preview for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in La Liga. This match is absolutely huge for the La Liga title race. We are facing the most informed team in the league, maybe even in the world, and of course in the past few matches we have been slipping away. Huge moment here for Barcelona and a pivotal moment for the season. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 4:15 p.m. local time, so we do have the early kickoff tomorrow in La Liga, and this match will be taking place at the beautiful Spotify Camp Nou, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed as well. On the pitch, it will be Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez, and on the VAR, it will be Iglesia Villanueva. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table, where Barcelona currently sit top of La Liga on 73 points. After playing 29 matches, we do have 23 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses. But you look at our last 5 games in the league, 3 wins and 2 draws. So we have dropped about 2 points, 4 points out of 6 in our last 2 matches. Second place, Real Madrid currently sit on 62 points, 11 points behind us. After playing 29 matches, they have 19 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. Their last 5 games in the league is 3 wins and 2 losses compared to Barcelona's 2 draws. Our opponents, Atletico Madrid, currently sit 3rd in La Liga on 60 points. After playing 29 matches, they have 18 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. So you look at their last 5 games in the league, again, most informed team in the league, 5 out of 5, perfect record. 2 points behind Real Madrid. Of course, wherever you finish in the league, it depends on what pot you get in the Champions League, and also you earn a bit more revenue as well. And I think also you secure your spot in the Copa del Rey for next season, but I think that's pretty much set in stone now. So Barcelona will win the league. Madrid is going to be in the Super Cup final with Osasuna, so that 3rd spot is still very important to get into the Super Cup in Saudi Arabia next January. Look, it's, the league table now is getting tighter and tighter. Barcelona still have 11-point lead ahead of Real Madrid, 13-point lead against Atletico Madrid, but again, with the 2 draws back-to-back, dropping 4 points in our last 2 games, the lead is slipping away. I think right now there's no room for error. At that time when we were 13 points clear, coming on to 15 points clear, you had some wiggle room there to make a mistake, drop a point in one game, that's fine. We got 2 points in a game now, but thank God Real Madrid lost to Villarreal, because if that wasn't the case, we'd be down to single digits in the lead. I think keeping that double-digit lead in the league is so crucial. And again, right now, there is no room for error whatsoever. Atletico Madrid on the come up. They're coming up very, very close to us. I think at some point, I think it was 18 or 20 points clear, and now the lead is only 13. Now, Real Madrid do play, of course, later on today. They do face Celta Vigo at the Santiago Bernabeu. That should be a very comfortable victory for them. Celta Vigo has not done too well this season. Again, they drop points. Atletico Madrid could even overtake Real Madrid if they do get a positive result tomorrow. So slowly but surely, 1st and 3rd are getting tighter and tighter and tighter, but Barcelona is still holding strong on that comfortable double-digit lead. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Atletico Madrid. Of course, in La Liga at the moment, they're the best team, the most informed team in the league, and you probably could say in the world as well. They are currently unbeaten since January, when they lost in the quarterfinals, I believe, to Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. But the last time we faced off against each other was actually at the beginning of this year in January. I think it was January 6th or 7th at the Wanda Metropolitano, where Barcelona walked away with a crucial victory, 1-0. Ousmane Dembele scoring the goal in the 22nd minute. And if you look at the lineup on the screen on the right hand side to what we saw, we could be seeing very similar things tomorrow. Of course, Christensen is still injured, and Dembele is still injured as well. Apart from that, the same lineup could be very similar. I think Lewandowski was serving his red card suspension during this time for that red card for Osasuna before the World Cup. This match took place shortly after the World Cup, and Barcelona again dominating game from them, especially in the first half. Second half, it was all about back. Balde, Christensen, Araujo, and Kounde. This is the game that kind of started the aura of back and having conceded a goal, all this sort of stuff. So this is a very, very crucial game for us in our season. This, of course, gave us that motivation to go on that great run from January until end of February, when we faced, I think, Manchester United. So big result for Barcelona in the first leg of the tie this season, but again, the second tie, everything's changing. The favorite now is in Atletico Madrid, and both teams are coming to this match needing a victory. Now, if you take a look at Atletico Madrid's last 6 matches in all competition, in their last match they beat Almeria 2-1. They played a friendly against Besiktas and lost 2-0. We don't count that. They had a full rotated side, and who cares about that? They beat Rayo Vallecano 2-1. They beat Betis 1-0. They beat Valencia 3-0. And they beat Girona 1-0. So let's now take a look at the last 3 matches in all competition. Firstly is the 1-0 win against Betis. Very, very tight game, but Angel Correa pulls up in, I think, the 85th minute, 88th minute, goes on a great run and gets the goal that Atletico Madrid need. Typical Simeone performance here, 0-0, few chances, keep the dead defense, pray that you get a chance in the final moments. They got it, they scored it. No surprises here whatsoever. Again, the formation was the 5-3-2, which they tend to play in the bigger games of this season against the Madrid, Barcelona, Champions League games when they were in it. So I think we can expect that formation for tomorrow's game as well. But again, comfortable victory there for Atletico Madrid, despite the score line being so low. Next up is their 2-1 win against Rayo Vallecano. Again, same formation. I did end up watching this game, and I tell you what, first half Atletico Madrid very, very dominant. They were creating a lot of chances. Griezmann was, on fire, putting through balls left, right, and center. I think it was Hermoso and Molina with the goals. Second half, it was a bit lackluster. Rayo Vallecano with the atmosphere, trying to get back in the game. Atletico Madrid stay strong. They pulled the goal back. It was an outrageous shot from, I think, a Real Madrid player on loan, like 82nd, 83rd minute. Again, they're under the coach a bit last few minutes, but they defended very, very well. This is a typical performance of a big team going away against a decent team in the league and just trying to get a result. And then they got it, and they walked away with 3 big points. And finally, the last match in all competition was a 2-1 win against Almeria. Again, the score line doesn't suggest it, but it was a comfortable victory. In this match, though, they did line up more in the 4-4-2, bit more attacking from Simeone. But in this match, of course, Marcus Llorente and also Kounde picked up yellow cards, which led them suspended for this match, of course, coming up tomorrow. So they won't be playing. So that's, positive for Barcelona. Again, this match very, very comfortable for Atletico Madrid. I think they were 2-0 up. Almeria pulled back a consolation goal, but that didn't matter as Atletico Madrid walk away with the victory and 3 big points. Now, on the screen right now is the line that I believe that Diego Simeone will select for this match. I think again he'll go with that 5-3-2 as he's done a lot this season in the big games. I think it will be on Oblak in goal, a back 3 of Savic, Hermoso, and Jimenez, wingbacks being Molina and Carrasco, midfield 3 of Koke, De Paul, and Lamar, and a front 2 of Antoine Griezmann and Alvaro Morata. So again, Llorente suspended, Kounde suspended, Memphis Depay is injured, thank God for that. I think the only question mark for this lineup prediction is who's going to play in that left center midfield role. Could be Lamar, we could see the Barrios, one of their up-and-coming midfielders, but I think apart from that, and the rest of the team is pretty much set in stone. We could even see Saul Niguez come in as well, but I've noticed that Diego Simeone in some of the big games has played Lamar in that left center midfield role. I think again the rest of the team is pretty much set in stone, picks itself really. It's going to be a very, very compact team, defensive minded as well. We do have Carrasco there in the left wing back role, who does get forward, plays as almost as a left winger, so that left side can be vulnerable quite a bit, even if Lamar, who's not really a natural midfielder, more so of a wide midfielder, playing in that role as well. Again, I think this is a very, very strong team nonetheless, and I do believe that this will be the lineup that Diego Simeone will select for this match. So overall, final thoughts on Atletico Madrid. Of course, they're one of the best teams in the world. They're again one of the most informed teams in the world, playing out of their minds, just getting results left, right, and center, and they're very well managed by their manager, Diego Simeone. Of course, he's been managing Atletico Madrid for years and years and years now, but has never won a match at the beautiful Spotify Camp Nou. So keep that in the back of your mind. He's got a few draws there, but he's never won a game at the Camp Nou in his whole entire tenure as the Atletico Madrid manager. But nonetheless, great tactical mind as well, very defensive minded coach as well, prefers the clean sheet over getting some goals up front, but again, that's just his style and he does execute it very, very well. Players to look out for, of course, from Atletico Madrid, you gotta start off firstly with their most informed player, probably one of the best players in the league this season, Antoine Griezmann, who will make his return to the Camp Nou. He's probably the one player to watch out for. I'd also watch out for De Paul in the midfield. He has been playing very, very well recently. Very, very underrated. Also Savic in the midfield, in the mid defense, on the midfield. Savic in the defense alongside Hermoso, both playing very, very well. But again, it's a strong team. They have players that can do damage to us. We've seen this before, in the time of Koeman and also under Ernesto Valverde as well, and also under Setien. It's the team that's very, very compact, very, very defensive minded. They're very, very strong strong and very smart in the defensive aspect of the game as well. And going forward, they're a threat and a half. So again, this match, the most important thing I think Barcelona should take away from this is clinicality. They have to finish the chances that they create. Creating chances against a 5-3-2 Atletico Madrid isn't going to be easy, and then wasting those chances is going to be a very, very big pain in the backside. So finish your chances, control that midfield battle, defend well, and hopefully we can get past this Atletico Madrid side. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list of this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows. Ter Stegen, Araujo, Busquets, Pedri, Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, Ferran, Naki Peña, Alonso, Alba, Kessie, Frenkie de Jong, Raphinha, Kounde, Eric Garcia, Balde, Gavi, Pablo Torre, Arnaud Tenes, Alecron, and Lamine Yamal. What a squad list here. Of course, there are a few big inclusions. Firstly, Pedri and Frenkie de Jong have officially received the medical green light this morning. They are fully fit for this match. Ousmane Dembele couldn't quite make it. We do have an update on him, of course, in the Xavi press conference reaction. And Lamine Yamal included in the squad list. He becomes the youngest player in the 100+ history of Barcelona to be included in a squad list. 15 years old. I could not imagine me at 15 being in a Barcelona call-up list. How mental is that? Absolutely crazy, of course. So again, great news and positive signs in the squad list for Barcelona. Now, of course, winding down the season, we're coming down to the last few games. The yellow card suspension is something very important to look out for. In this match, there are 3 players who are 1 yellow card away from being suspended. Those 3 players are Sergio Busquets, Franck Kessie, and Ferran Torres. If any of them pick up a yellow card in this match, they will be suspended for the midweek game against Rayo Vallecano next week. Time now to get into Xavi's press conference reaction. His press conference this morning, of course, he's asked a lot of questions from the media about player fitness, Lamine Yamal, the last few games, Messi as well. He's been asked everything under the sun. Let's go and see what the Gav had to say this morning in the presser. He came out saying that we must recognize again, recover our identity, and this is a game that motivates us a lot. Then asked about Lamine Yamal being included in that squad list, saying that he's a player who can help us despite his age. He's a lot of personal and talent. He has a lot of personality and talent. We're talking about a player who can mark an era at this club. We saw Yamal's training and decided to call him up. He has been tremendous. He has tremendous qualities that he's shown on the pitch. The youngsters are not afraid at all. When I look at players like Yamal, I see an enormous level of self-confidence. It's a game to react and to show that we want to win this league. Atletico Madrid are one of the fittest teams in the league, and they're playing very well at the moment. And asked about Messi, I'm not aware of all the talk about Messi. What I have to do is work, and I think about the next game, not next year or transfers. For me, this is not the time to talk about Messi. They asked about Pedri, saying that just as Pedri has things from Iniesta, Yamal is different too. He has things from several footballers, and that he has the instant talent. I don't find him resembling anyone in particular, asking to compare Yamal to maybe another player that we've seen at Barcelona. As about Dembele, and the Dembele is one step away from returning. We prefer not to call him up today, but if he does return, it will be on Wednesday, if not next week on the weekend match. He's already recovered, and the good news that we expect everyone to be fully fit. For Sergio Roberto, we're closely going to have the entire squad ready to go, besides, of course, Roberto, who is ruled out for the rest of the season. Then as about Laporta's meeting with Sefran, of course, the president of UEFA, and the president has told me that everything is fine, that there's no concern, and everything is calm. The Getafe match, I'm criticizing for everything, and it doesn't bother me at all. I'm not going to change my mind. The sun bothered us, and the dry pitch didn't benefit us and any team as well. The question is for Kike, of course, Kike Sanchez Florence, the Getafe manager. Why didn't he water the pitch? Again, Xavi did complain again about the thickness of the pitch, how the ball couldn't smoothly go through it, and of course, boiling hot sun as well. It does have an impact whether you think Xavi makes excuses or not. Go outside 30+ degrees and play some football. It is dreadful. I've done it before, and it's not the greatest thing in the world. Frankie's fundamental for us. It's huge to have him back like Pedri. He helps us find our identity. He helps us to initiate our game in the midfield. Lewandowski is fine. He's motivated. He's looking for a solution to improve the team. We're very happy with him. He's not having the same numbers as the first half of the season, but he'll be important again for us. And Pedri is a generator of passes and play. I'm very happy with his return. Then asked about Griezmann and whether or not he would have kept Griezmann. He wants the Griezmann right now at Barcelona, saying that Griezmann is an essential player for Atletico Madrid. He's exceptional shape. He seems comfortable, and he's a player to keep in mind for tomorrow, of course. And also Carrasco as well is a great player. He works a lot because sometimes he has to recover the entire left wing. He's a hard worker, involved, and he's generous. Tomorrow we could have problems if we don't stop him as well. And finally, Xavi was asked about the league escaping Barcelona, saying that look, if we lose it, it would be everything except the fault of others. It would be only our fault. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Atletico Madrid tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup prediction. We're going to start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best to put this lineup, but again, ahead of a big game, the lineup has essentially been leaked sporadically, and the lineup is on the screen right now. It is Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Marcos Alonso, Alejandro Balde, midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Gavi. So just straight off injury, De Jong and Pedri are expected to start. De Jong apparently will play the full 90 minutes, and Pedri will only play around an hour, maybe 70 minutes at the absolute most. I don't mind this decision. Again, you're at a point in the season where you want to risk players. Usually this is, November. Don't risk it. Let them come back fully fit. Again, we have delayed the return, so they are fully fit in training and 100%, ready to go. So they are 100% fit. It's not like they just come off the back of their injury. They have been recovered for a little bit of a while now, so I understand that. Gavi on the left, as you expect, and Raphinha on the right. In defense, though, the question is who will pair Araujo. Will it be Eric Garcia or Alonso? The reports are that it will be Marcos Alonso returning to the lineup, with Alejandro Balde at left back ahead of Jordi Alba. Overall, very happy with this team. Again, the only worrying point for me is Alonso and his pace. I think as a center back, Alonso, he's very tall, fits the profile. I think he does lack that pace, especially on the counter attack. But apart from that, though, I think this will be a strong team to go out there and get the result that we need. And that is the lineup I think that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach, and I have made one change from Xavi's lineup prediction. What I have done is take out Marcos Alonso and brought in Jordi Alba. I have then moved Alejandro Balde to right back, Kounde to center back, and of course Jordi Alba in the left back position. Again, like I said a few seconds ago, I'm worried about Alonso on the counter-attack. Atletico Madrid do have pace. Morata's quick, Griezmann's quick, Molina's quick, Carrasco's rapid, and that's my issue with that. So I would take the risk and put Balde at right back. I understand he's not played there since October, November time, but on that right-hand side, he'll be coming up against Carrasco, which will be a difficult duel for him, but I would feel more comfortable with this lineup than the other one. And again, all the other positions I'm completely fine with. I would risk De Jong and Pedri. Again, this is the time of the season where you want to risk them. We have got to win this game. Ansu, Ferran are not convincing, Xavi. They're not even convincing me as well. So we'll stick with Gavi on the left. And Raphinha, for me, this would be a lifeline for him. I said, you know what? You've been the most informed winger for us in the recent games, even though they've all been shite. This is your moment. If you perform poorly in this match, I am dropping you like no tomorrow. I was considering starting Ferran and Ansu, having that front three that we had against Elche that did so well, but I said, you know what, big game, you want to go what you know can do the job. So overall, this would be the lineup that I would select for this match. Very, very risky, but of course, in the comments down below, let me know if you'd rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup. Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I think it will be a draw. I have gone Barcelona drawing this match 1-1, maybe even a 0-0. I would have predicted this even if we didn't draw the last two games 0-0 against Getafe and Girona. Barcelona Atletico Madrid is always a tight game unless there's Barcelona absolutely annihilate them like we did in the last game last season at the Camp Nou 4-2. It's always a tight game. It's a game of fine margins, and that's going to be the big question in this match. I think Atletico Madrid do have a good chance of winning it. I'd probably put it at 60% Barcelona winning it and then 40% Atletico, and I'm giving Barcelona the edge simply on the fact that we are playing at home and we do need a big boost. But overall, I have the Barcelona turn up. They show some motivation, they show some passion, desire, have high intensity, high pressure, and let's hope Atletico Madrid do end up bottling it. But my overall official prediction is a 1-1 draw. But of course, let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that was a match preview for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to firstly, of course, is your score prediction, and secondly on those lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? What do you think Xavi would go with? What would you go with? You're the manager. Leave me all your thoughts down below, and of course make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Follow straight after the match by my match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Huge game coming up for morale and confidence for Barcelona. Nothing but a win for the blaugrana, and hopefully we do end up picking up that result. Take care and Forza Barca.